Okay, I wanted to shoot a quick video. This is a mod I do to basically all the guitar cases I have. Obviously, if you have something vintage, you're not going to want to destroy the value. But essentially, what we end up doing is putting a strap on the guitar so that you have an additional hand free. So here's what it looks like on the outside. You have screws going through finishing washers, going through a clamp or what do they call these things? Anchor point, and then into a T-nut. So I'm going to view the pieces that I used here. So we use 1/2 inch number 10s, finishing washers, and then we use the anchor points. You can see the item number on the top right, and then T-nuts that are number 10 as well. They have to match the screw. So I'm going to put this together for you real quick and show you how it's done. So I've already drilled the holes here previously. You want to use a large enough bit that the T-nut shaft will go through. This is what holds the screw in place. So to get here, obviously you don't start drilling from the outside immediately. What you're going to want to do is this will sometimes just pull back. It's not put in that great. Or get a knife and rip it a little, but essentially you want to drill the holes, do a little planning ahead of time. You want to put it towards a flat spot. This is the trickier one. The other part is easy because it's actually in the little compartment. So you pull back the fur first, then you drill, making sure not to drill your hand, and then you can insert the T-nuts. Okay, so assembly is pretty simple. We have the T-nuts already in behind. We've made sure that the shafts are at least big enough, or the holes are big enough for the shafts to go in. First we place the clamp on, finishing washer, and then add a screw. And it's really that simple. And then what will happen is the teeth will dig in to the case itself and hold it in place. Now when you're drilling the holes to begin with, I found the best way to do it is to actually have the clamp there, or the anchor point on there. Do a starter hole and get the first one done, and then you drill the second one. That way you don't have any chance for mistake later on. So get these down nice and tight. They're not going anywhere. And these things are rated up to 300 pounds. So if you have a 300-pound weight suddenly pulling down on your case, you got bigger problems than the 9-10 pound. Maybe if it's a early 70s or 80s guitar, maybe it's 12 pounds. So let's look at this done. Back and forth, flaps easily. We'll actually loosen it just a tad so that the clamp can move. I've already completed this side, but the one thing you should know is this one, you don't have the option to pull the padding away. So for this one, I use the 3/4 washers, and so what you end up with is the same thing. And then the screws coming just past the T-nuts, which again, unless you're keeping something super valuable in that compartment that could be, have issues with scratches, it shouldn't be an issue. The other ones might fit, but just for safety purposes, I'll use the longer one since you have a little bit more material to go through. So that's basically it. Then the only thing I'd recommend is get yourself a good strap. I got a Klein Tools one off of Amazon for $15. It's meant for heavy work bags, so it's way in excess of the weights that we need. If you use a laptop, bag strap or something like that, they're really not, reinforced the way these are. So again, if there was some extra weight or something like that, you just don't want a chance. You don't want your strap to be the weak point. So hope this helps. It's a really easy mod to do, and definitely is helpful if you want to do grab and go, basically amp in one hand, guitar over the shoulder, and then your bag of cables and whatnot in the other. So you can be your own roadie. So hope that's helpful.